Looking at the Rifleman's Hawk. This is Pheasant 815. Since I've got it, I've chipped up the handle a little bit and had to sand that smooth again. The black paint is kind of wearing as I do throw it, but that is expected, I suppose. Have hammered with it a little bit. Leave the screw in, but I don't have it tight. I have it way out so it doesn't affect the inside. It just runs flush with the interior, but just so I don't get crud in that hole. And again, you can see the wear here and here, mainly because I throw it. From when I got it, its head was maybe about this high, and now it's worked up here. And this is a response video, so I want to take this apart so we can take a look at it better. I have missed a couple times, so there's some grass there, but let's take a look at just the axe head. Okay, now this isn't the axe head, but this is the underneath. And as it is worn, it creates little fuzzies up here, is what I'm calling them. As it slides up, wedges itself higher, creates these little fuzzies. And what I do is I just take a little light sandpaper and just rub the fuzzies off. I don't want to take any of the material away of the actual handle, just the little splinters, the fuzzes that come up as the head moves upwards. Alright, here's the head itself. Just it's held in by friction, by the centrifugal force when you swing the axe that holds the head to the top. But just on if it would come off, see if you can kind of get a rough view of how much bigger the top is than the bottom of the axe head. That in fact, it's not just the amount of height on the handle that's still there, but also just how much larger, this is the bottom hole, the top hole is than the bottom. But let's look at some hard facts. I gotta meter that out. Alright, so we're gonna meter it out. I use this for brass reloading when I reload my rounds to make sure they're the right height, right OAL. Let's see if I can do this on camera one-handed. Alright, clear that. It is on inches right now because that's what most of us use that I believe watch this video. Okay, let's do the bottom first. Let's do the width. I'm using the top. Oops. So watch what I'm doing. There we go. That's about right. 0.982. Trickier. Try not to cut my coffee table up. This is tricky. Oh, tricky with one hand. Could have got the tripod out, I suppose, but I have not. And the bottom is 105. I'm trying to remember what it was a second ago. So we've got not much more there on the width. Let's check out the height. Now this is the height on top. On 472. And on the bottom, 1365. So the numbers speak to what it actually is on the head. Make sure I got that off. Yeah. So the top is quite a bit larger than the bottom, but by quite a bit. I'm talking fractions of an inch. So I suppose one thing you'd have to be mindful of for just safety, especially if you're going to have children use it, and I know the late Boy Scout's going to have children using it, is how is the top of this head doing? How tight is that getting? Oh, I probably should have measured that out. Let me pull that back out. Okay, it's 1.12 for the top, and left to right 1.222. And this is after I've thrown it a while, so I beat it up a bit, but the top hasn't really taken too many hits. And off. Yep, okay. Alright, anyway, you're going to want to keep an eye on this handle. If it gets too worn or messed up, it's conceivable that the handle could come off, but definitely not initially, and definitely not intended to. I got this to throw it, and that's exactly what a hawk is for. Along with chopping and hammering, it does have a hammerhead here to use. This is more than aesthetics, and this is more than aesthetics. It's for cutting and for hitting. However, the handle, being that it's not attached, when it's thrown, if you do a misthrow, the handle can come out, preventing it from snapping the handle off as if you just used a regular hatchet. Something to definitely keep an eye on. There's nothing wrong with the way it came for you, but might not fit all of your, as nothing fancy would say, philosophies of use. Depends what you want to use it for exactly. I primarily use it for throwing and then for tent stakes. Anyway, Pheasant 815 out.